Lieutenant General Mahesh Senanayake, who was appointed as the 22nd Commander of the Sri Lanka Army yesterday, assumed duties this morning. The newly appointed Army Commander was accorded a military guard of honour upon his arrival to the Sri Lanka Army headquarters. Lieutenant General Mahesh Senanayake assumed duties following well-wishes from senior officials. A student of Ananda College, Colombo, Lieutenant General Mahesh Senanayake enlisted to the Sri Lanka Army as an officer cadet in 1981. Senanayake, who was a founding member of the Sri Lanka Army Special Forces Regiment in 1989, pioneered the concept of long-range reconnaissance patrols. Lieutenant General Senanayake, who has contributed an immeasurable service to his country in various military positions during the 30-year-long civil conflict, served as Director Plans of the Sri Lanka Army during the final phase of the humanitarian operations. He was appointed as Commander of the Security Forces in Jaffna on the 28th of January 2016 and in March last year was appointed as Chief of Staff of the Sri Lanka Army. In recognition of his gallantry and his bravery in the face of the enemy during the operations, Lieutenant General Senanayake was awarded the Rana Vikrama Padakkama, Rana Sura Padakkama on multiple occasions and the Uttama Seva Padakkama for his unblemished services in the army. His Excellency the President placed his trust in me and appointed me to this position.
As an
officer who has been on the battlefield, I know that not a single army officer would contribute to such acts. Soldiers are under oath two laws in the country, both the Penal Code and the Army Act. So we have no room to commit any crime. If any soldier is involved in any such crime, the Sri Lanka Army will take disciplinary action against them.
ඉඩම් ආපසු ලබා දීම සම්බන්ධව පහුගිය කාලේ විශාල ආందోලනයක් ඇති වුණා. විපක්ෂය කියනවා උතුරේ යාතික ආරක්ෂක හානිදායක ලෙස දෙනවා කියලා. විග්නේශ්වර මහත්මයා ඇවිල්ලා හමුදා උතුරෙන් එලවන්න යන දිනේ ළඟයි කියලා කියනවා.
මරමස්ථාන අත්‍යවශ්‍යම කඳුරු හැර ඉතුරු භූමිය.
Apart from the essential camps, we are gradually releasing the other lands. But there is no threat to national security. He has his own political views for his own political motives. As an army, we should not worry and will not worry about the statements he makes. There is no reason for another war. In the event there is a short-term issue, the Sri Lanka Army is ready to take the required measures to tackle it. Politics is irrelevant to the Sri Lanka Army.
I was never a political victim. I consider myself as a victim of circumstances. I am a victim of circumstances.
Honestly, there has been no such report and there doesn't seem to be such a threat. We have to go in for something called a capacity-based army. The threat constantly evolves. Now one person asks me about an ISIS threat, then another asks me about crew and another about floods. These are all tragedies to the country. These are also threats. We will see what should be done on the part of the army by liaising with legal experts. We have to do this because it is something the country needs. If we are to save the country, we have to better ourselves.
එතකොට මේ පරීක්ෂණ වලට හමුදාව සහාය දෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන චෝදනාව එල්ල වෙනවා.
නීති විශාරදයින් සමග හමුදාවේ ඉන්න අය සමහර අවස්ථාවල
We will see what should be done on the part of the army by liaising with legal experts. We have to do this because it is something the country needs. If we are to save the country, we have to better ourselves.
අපි හැදෙන්න වෙනවා.
රිමාන්ඩ් බන්ධනාගාරගත වෙලා ඉන්නේ ඒ අයගේ වැඩක් කරන්න කියලා නෙමෙයි. එයාට පවරපු රාජකාරියක් කරනවා. ඒතකොට ඒක ඔබතුමා දකින්නේ කොයි ආකාරයකටද?
උදේ ඉඳන් හවස වෙනකන් අපි කරන්නේ අනුගේ වැඩක්.
It is other people's work that we do from dawn to dusk. I am not yielding my own crop. If the person who issued the order gave a wrong order and that order has been followed wrong, then in my view, the person who gave the order must be held accountable. Right now, investigating those people is not my duty. There is an investigation underway in the country. It is the skill of the person conducting this investigation to find the person who gave that order.